Hey everybody, it's Aaryn here.
I'm Neil.
Yeah, we're here for another Dev Bites for Inflection Studios. Some good things to talk about this week. We've got kind of a meandering topic list, quite a few things to go through here on a Monday, November the 18th. You'll note that I'm wearing my Inflection colors and Neil is wearing the Pittsburgh Steelers, his favorite NFL team. But that's cool because he's got a good connection to it, even though he's from the UK. It's actually a cool story. Maybe you can share at the end or something about why you like the Steelers. I think that's pretty neat, being from the UK. Sure, no one else. Okay, so first thing is we pushed an update last week to PTR, our public test rounds, and that's gone very well so far. Thank you if you've had a chance to jump in and try it out and play it over the weekend. It's been good to get your feedback on things, but generally really happy with the progress that the team is making with that stuff, and really happy with your response to it. A few tweaks are going to be done before we push it live on Wednesday, November the 20th. That's the next when it's going to all go live. And we'll go through some of those specifics here today. That's why I wanted to film the Dev Bites this week. The first and kind of always present thing is we're always doing bug fixes and improvements. Quite a few bug fixes and improvements in this one. Probably the most interesting one from an improvements perspective is hunger no longer kills you. That was an interesting one to finally decide upon doing. Mostly it's because by the time you get to the end game, you don't really want to die from hunger. You just want to get on with your life and play, enjoy the game. And so this little tweak makes you very vulnerable to damage when you're hungry, but it doesn't actually kill you anymore. So kind of a nice change there. Okay, so then we should talk about Boss Rush. Boss Rush is this cool new mode we have where you get to go up against all the bosses in the game in kind of a rapid succession, and you play a set of minor realm cards in between to tweak the experience and adjust how you might experience it. Really, really fun mode. Really, really happy with how that's come together. I know it's been really fun to not only try it myself, but to listen to folks play it. And really, it's just about how far can you get. So can you go 10 waves, 20 waves, 40 waves, whatever it is. I don't know what the record is in the studio. It is probably pretty high.
It is super fun as well. It's an opportunity for players who, to take on those bosses that they've done throughout the storage realms, but with a different loadout, different weapons. Yeah, it's just good fun.
Yeah, so lots more about how Boss Rush works in Discord. So give it a try, either in PTR or when it's pushed live on Wednesday. But really, really fun. Really happy they come together. I'm really, really excited by the use of the minor realm cards there. I think that's always been sort of the dream with minor realm cards, is they take on these really, really interesting changes to the overall gameplay that you can think strategically or tactically about as you're playing. And so they do that very, very well in this mode. So that's cool. Okay, so next you should do the next part about 3 new weapons and upgrades coming.
Yeah, we got some new weapons. Firstly, the sword. I know this has been much asked for. We had plenty of discussions around what type of sword that should be, what was appropriate for Nightingale, and we've done a more it's more of a dueling type rapier, I guess.
Yeah, rapier, I think. Yeah,
which also led to a discussion on how to pronounce riposte. And I think I'm saying that correctly.
It's riposte.
Riposte, not riposte.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't tell what's different because your accent was different because it's mispronounced. But
riposte, apparently the accurate, the I am reliably informed. And we got the launcher. The launcher is super fun. And there are now magic arrows for the bow. So
yeah, the magic arrows should have tried to make it for the last update, but didn't quite make it. So really happy the team was able to finish those off and get them ready for this update. So yeah, very fun. Just gives you more choices when you're playing, more things to craft, more opportunities to try out different tactics and things as you're out playing. Okay, technical one for me next. I'll do that one.
Yeah, because I don't understand what this means.
What FSR frame generation?
I know what it does.
Yeah,
I know what it means.
So we've got an updated FSR frame generation in this build. So by Wednesday, you'll be able to try the new latest from AMD, their FSR frame gen, and it's really, really good, and it gives you really, really good improvements on your overall frame rate. When we're still waiting for updates and still working on integrating new updates from Epic for later versions of Unreal. And this will no doubt complement that. But in the meantime, definitely ways to get your frame rate higher, especially if you got a decent rig, although FSR is pretty performant that way. And so the latest version of that is in the Wednesday update. So look for that too. And then I'll do the next one too, because it's technical as well, which is Listen Server. So the Listen Server is currently available in PTR. Listen Server, again, is the locally hosted version of multiplayer that doesn't connect to our very sophisticated servers in the cloud there. And so it's a way to play with your friends without having to connect to those servers, which is pretty cool. It just gives you more choices, gives you more ability to do that. And this will not be pushed live on Wednesday. It will stay in PTR just because we want to make sure we get it right and find all the little bugs. So please do test it out if you get a chance. Please do give it a try in PTR. You're bound to find little issues or edge cases that is really helpful to us, and we'll try to get that fixed before we push it live, hopefully before the end of the year. So it'll go in the main build as an option for you and all players by the end of the year. So that's the plan for that.
So like that you do the technical pieces for design, mostly just art.
And just so creative, just so so good at what you do. So that's why it's so good. You know, there's a yin and yang, right? It's just I'll just keep digging myself deeper here as I go. Okay, so that's pretty much it for Dev Bites. Oh, you want to give a Nightingale Study update?
Yeah, we talked about that last time. Things are progressing, super exciting. Every day, every week, we get closer to having a wonderful combat-centric Nightingale City experience. I'm super excited to bring that to players next year at some point, but all is going well.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so next year for that. So probably another update on that and before the end of the year, but look for it in the new year when it's all, tied off and looking great. So playing great. So with that, really quick 20-second version of your Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, I think we should leave that until the next Discord Q&A.
Ah, that's a good one. Yes. Okay. So if you're cliffhanger ending, folks, if you're dying to know how why Neil is a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, it is a good story, I assure you. I think it's a pretty cool story. So we'll save that for the next Discord Q&A. Okay, cool. And with that, thanks everybody for being fans. Thanks for spending your time in Nightingale. It means the world to us here. And we just love that you're enjoying the game and giving us great feedback and thoughts on Discord. I've been spending more time in Discord and seeing your comments and able to reply to things, so I really appreciate that. And so please look for me there, look for Neil there. But until then, enjoy the update, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.